water.
Where does the name Killer Cam come from? Is it his killer instinct that won him gold at London 2012 Olympics? Or did it come from somewhere else?
24-year-old Olympic gold medalist Cameron van der Burgh is currently on top of his game, something he credits largely to hours of serious training in the water.
You come across as such an easygoing kind of guy, but that's obviously not what happens in the water. I mean, your friends call you Killer Cam for a reason. So what happens when you're in there?
When I get into the racing environment, that's when I really excel. And I hate to train, but I just love racing. And I think my gift is being able to go out there and absorb the energy and absorb the pressure and just actually turn that into something positive.
You're Africa's first home-trained gold medalist, and I hear that your mom had a big influence in that. Tell us about your early training days.
My mother was involved in my training at a very young age. She obviously dedicated her whole life to me and sacrificed a lot of her personal time to drive me around and be my personal taxi driver and getting me from A to B and always motivating me. From then, things have come along really well, and she's my biggest supporter, and it was lovely to have her in London, being there and sharing the gold medal with her after the race was one of my best memories I'll keep.
What do you think are some of the benefits of swimming for the average Joe?
The benefits, I think, for the average Joe is obviously to keep him fit, keep in shape, and swimming uses so many more muscles than just something like running, and being in the water there's less impact on your joints. Also, because it uses so many more muscles, you actually burn a lot more calories while swimming.
What can we expect from Cameron in the months and years to come?
We're setting up a Cameron van der Burgh Foundation, and the first project we gave back, we fed 250 kids in Alexandria, and it was awesome to go out there and see those kids. And there's so many more projects that we're getting involved in, and we're going to a lot of schools and underprivileged schools and going to motivate them to get in the water and swim.
On a personal note, I've been forced entered into a mini triathlon in just 3 weeks. So I have to run, cycle, and part of that is a 600-meter swim. What advice do you have for me, the green swimmer?
I think the best advice would be to control your breathing. A lot of people almost hyperventilate when they swim, and it's that same principle. If you run and you control your breathing, it becomes a lot easier.
So how's about showing me those tips in the flesh? I mean, I'm dying to see you without, like your t-shirt on, but I also need to learn what to do so that I don't drown.
All right, I'll meet you there.
Swimming is celebrated for improving flexibility, muscle tone and strength, as well as building a healthier heart.
Well, you said if I need to get better at kicking, then I need to kick with a kickerboard. So I found you one over here. Will you be able to teach me how to kick with this?
I think the best thing to get your kick a little bit better is to do a lot of kicking with flippers, and also alternating that with just normal swimming. You'll learn to get the feel of the water a little bit better, and when you take the flippers off, you'll have that motion in your head so that you can then reenact it without the flippers.
Okay, then tell me about the breathing. Should you breathe every, say, second stroke or third stroke, or is it just what feels comfortable for you?
Every 2 strokes is the normal for us, and just to be concerned, obviously, not to take a double breath every second breath. Just one breath, to hold your breath and be focused not to hyperventilate.
Well, thanks, Cameron. I know that not many people can say that they've been personally trained by an Olympian, so I feel very special.
Only a pleasure.
Well done, Cameron van der Burgh. South Africa wins gold.
For some, an enormous challenge is enough to just give up. But for Cameron, that enormous challenge is exactly what he needs to keep pushing to the next level. Maybe it's time for some of us to follow suit.
I want to live the best life.